Are the top iPhone 14 Pro Max tips and tricks. Let's start with number one, which is this beautiful dynamic island. This is a genius solution from Apple that hides the camera display and it bubbles up music, sports scores, phone calls, and so much more. So for example, if you have, let's say, a voice memo like this, I am recording something right now and I minimize it, you can see the dynamic island shows up here. You can also see your next turn in Maps, touch and hold to control your music, and keep an eye on your Uber while texting. So for example, let's say I have Google Maps right here and I'm starting something. You can even see that navigation right there on the dynamic island, and that would take you back there. Or, for example, the voice memo. And that's a beautiful feature from Apple. The dynamic island feature is integrated throughout iOS and it works with lots of different apps, so it comes up when you need it. Next, we're going to talk about the always on display, which is finally available on iPhones. So with iOS 16, your personalized lock screen is always glanceable according to Apple. So you don't have to tap to see your favorite widgets like the weather or calendar. You can see this is already turned out, but if you tap it like this, you can unlock your screen. Up next, we're going to talk about a nifty feature in Notes. So if I open my notes here and let's say I have this important note that I don't want anybody to be reading and I don't want anybody to be snooping around, I can just keep tapping this and then tap on Lock Note. So the iPhone gives you the option to lock your note with the iPhone passcode, so you can use your device passcode or password for locked notes. That means you don't have to remember the password, you just have to tap the same password again. Or you can create a separate password for your locked notes. That provides additional security, but if you forget this password, there's no way to recover access to these locked notes. Cinematic video adds beautiful shallow depth of field and focus transitions to your videos automatically. And this year, Apple added support for 30 FPS for 4K cinematic, which is something that a lot of people have been waiting for. As you can see, it's shooting now in cinematic mode and it's beautiful, and I can focus on a certain object like this, and no matter how I move, it's still going to be focused on it. And it's going to add a shallow depth of field effect, and I can switch the focus to something else like this, for example, and it's going to look beautiful. It's truly amazing. I think the iPhone is still the king of cameras, smartphone cameras, when it comes to video. Let's have a look at the results. You can see how beautiful they look like. Check that out. And to make things even better, I can even change the focus in post. So even here, I can change the focus if I want to. So go to Edit, and you can see that I can still change the focus even after I've recorded the video in post. You can see right there, let's say I want to focus on this instead. So the iPhone will be tracking this instead in post, and I haven't seen this feature in any other smartphone so far. So that's pretty amazing. For the next feature, a lot of you may already know about this. However, a lot of you still don't know about this as well. So let's talk about this. If I take a picture of any text like that, and I go to the gallery, I can extract any kind of text that you can see in the picture by just tapping on the text. You can copy this and take it to any other app. You can look it up. For example, if you want to look it up, you can search the web for it. And you can even translate. So if I want to translate this to any other language, like in Russian right here. So for the next trick, I'm pretty sure a lot of you already know about it, but for some of you, you still might not know about this. So if I take a picture and I go to the gallery, if I keep pressing on it, the iPhone will be able to separate my picture, you can see that, from the background, which means if I tap on it like this, I can copy it or I can share it somewhere else. So for example, I can share this to my WhatsApp. And that's pretty amazing because it separates that from the background. And that's about it, guys, for now. These are my top tricks and tips for the iPhone 14 Pro Max. It's a beautiful phone. And if you buy one of these things, I highly recommend that you get a Spigen cover on this. And not only that, I also highly recommend getting one of these things, which is a screen protector. And the beautiful thing about the iPhone is that the edges are flat, so you don't have to worry about curved edges. One of the reasons I don't put a cover on my Galaxy S23 Ultra or my Galaxy phones in general is because the Galaxy phones have a curved edge or curved edges around the sides. So even if I put a screen protector on the Galaxy phone, air bubbles and dust would still get stuck on the sides. But that's not the case for the iPhone. You could put one of these amazing glass protector screens This one, for example, is from a Swiss brand called Swiss Lab. Really good. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a like. And if you really like this video, subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell icon to receive more quality videos like this. Have a great day.